that made this one.
She was trying to buy some stuff. You think this looks cute? Look. Yeah, it looks cute. Three gratitudes.
How you doing? Okay. Wait.
I just wanted to let you know, like,
Yeah.
you're not alone.
Okay. Well, I actually just want. I just
That's
didn't
how
want
I
you to
started my
think.
advocacy.
Okay. Yes, you touch.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you. My name's Kaneen Lewis. I am 44, and I am a stage 3 invasive ductal carcinoma, estrogen progesterone positive, HER2 negative breast cancer thriver.
So my name is Michelle Anderson Benjamin. I was first diagnosed at 36 with stage 1 triple negative breast cancer in 2020.
My name is Megan Rutt, and I was initially diagnosed with early stage breast cancer in 2013. And then I had a recurrence in 2022, and I'm in the midst of 35 sessions of radiation.
My name is Jenny Burkholder. I was diagnosed in 2012 at 40 years old with early stage breast cancer. I had a 3 and a 6-year-old at the time.
My name is Emily Hunt. I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer in 2013, and then I had a local recurrence in 2015, and then in 2018 came back metastatic to my lymph nodes. Since 2018, I've had mets to my brain, bones, and liver. I'm on my 8th line of systemic treatment now. I just started new chemo on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been.
I've been through the ringer. It's been a long 10 years.
I was getting ready for a holiday party, and I'm getting showered, and my loofah fell, and my hand just grazed my breast. And I was like, But in my heart, I said, that's cancer.
I'm a lover of music. I've always been a lover of music. So I play Anita Baker whenever I go to any doctor's appointment. That is my calm music. Whatever I do, that puts me in a space and puts me in a tunnel vision mindset. I remember walking into that doctor's appointment, and I had my headphones on, I had my hoodie on. You would have thought I was going in a boxing ring. And I remember my doctor, he's like he's talking to us, and then he's like, takes a minute, takes a deep breath, and he goes, you have breast cancer. And I sat there and I looked at him, and tears started to form from my eyes. And he said, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. And when he came back, I was sitting at the desk with my notebook and my blinder out. And I already had researched oncologists, I already researched treatment plans, I already researched plastic surgeons.
I've found that it's a lot easier the second time around. I had my medical team in place. I knew the lingo. I didn't need to get second and third opinions about everything.
I'd never had a mammogram, and I knew something was wrong when the tech gave me a hug on the way out. I had a really great job, I had a really supportive community, I had 2 great kids, I had a great husband, and I still have all of these things.
I was a new mom, like losing my mind, no sleep, all the normal things that a brand new mom. I had a promising career going. I was in my 20s, like long blonde hair, going out to parties and bars, and always on some fad diet, trying, everything. And I lost my hair, and I was like, I've never worn a wig. I just, I don't give a shit. Like, this is me.
I lost my hair never came back. I gained weight, and that's not going away quickly. I'm fatigued, I have lymphedema, I have insomnia. So I was like, I gotta flip cancer on its ass. It's not going to take me. And even though I didn't fully know where I was and where I wanted to be and all of that, like in me coming into 40, I was like, I don't want another woman to have to go through this. I don't want her to have to feel alone, because I didn't know about all the organizations that I know about now. And where I went, I was like the youngest person in the chemo infusion center.
I was fortunate to be raised by an amazing man. My dad was the best dad ever. And my dad raised me from a little girl to be resilient, fearless, determined, and unapologetic. Honestly, the main objective I felt that was the most important is creating a legacy. That's always been my agenda as a parent. So having cancer wasn't gonna stop that. My story is now my daughter's story. She has to start mammograms at 25. So as her mom, how am I preparing her for that journey if I'm not here? Because who says if I'm gonna be here to walk her through it? I have to start instilling those seeds in her now so that when she gets of age, it's not scary.
Right.
When she gets of age, this is something that is normal to her, that she knows she has to do, that she knows how to advocate for herself as a young Black woman in a society that often tells her to be quiet, that she doesn't care, she doesn't mute herself and be discouraged to ask those hard questions.
I've found personally, when you're going through major adversity, trauma, the benefit of it is that you're not caring about as much what the expectations were of you. You really start to claim your life in a way that you hadn't before you'd gone through those traumas. Had you experienced that?
For me, it was much more a clarity. I felt a clarity after things of priorities, having more time with my family, which I no longer took for granted. I had a run-in with, my CVS pharmacist who kind of gave me the thumbs up the other day, and I thought, I'm grateful for these things too.
Society doesn't want to see illness.
Right.
Like there's this thing that I think we're all very happy staying in our denial of mortality, right? And
people also want to tell you how great you look when you're going through chemo, and you're supposed to say, yeah, great, thanks, I feel great.
I just became a lot more cognizant of the, sort of frailty of the human body. My body has the possibility to sort of like heal itself, it's working, it's doing its job. Like the Enhertu's doing its job, and like my body itself is doing its job. So I feel really strong, physically, emotionally, sort of spiritually.
Someone once asked me to describe, having metastatic breast cancer in a metaphor. And I said it's like a roller coaster. But when you think of a roller coaster, you think of all the ups and downs, twists and turns, right? It's kind of cliche. But I think of it as the part of the roller coaster where you're just like, that very beginning, where you're like slowly creeping up, and you get to the very top, and then you come crashing down. Like, that's what it is to me. It's that constant fear of when something's gonna come crashing down, because you don't know when you're going to have the next recurrence or the next progression. So it's like waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's coming eventually, right? Just this constant anxiety, but also a way to constantly be able to handle it, right? Because you would lose your mind if you were up here all the time. So I have a lot of anxiety about it, but I've learned many ways to manage it.
As soon as I could, I quit my job and I started working with Living Beyond Breast Cancer. I started being involved with organizations like For the Breast of Us, Survivor's Nest, the Fearless Warrior Project, like all of these organizations, so that they can lift me up and encourage me, inspire me, and also allow me to be me, the Kaneen 2.0 that I am here now, so that I can be my best me and like live every day fully, presently, fearlessly, as much as I can.
Dude, like,
it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think cancer allowed me to actually sort of be more in touch with that side, and just like, this is what it is.
I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I stopped being judgmental of myself, because you can be the most strongest person in the room and still be the most critical person of your own self. Even in my life, I stopped compromising to be loved.
It really, really, really recalibrated for me what success was, and I'm in a good place now where I can feel good about what I can do.
For me, it's my family. I'm not a particularly spiritual or religious person, but my mom had breast cancer, my sister had breast cancer, my husband's a huge support, so it's just that family support and my community, like my friends and neighbors.
LBBC allows people to feel seen. And I think that's really what, women who have breast cancer want. They want to feel seen.
Yeah.
They don't want to feel like a number. They don't want, myself included.
Yep.
A statistic. You want to be heard. You want to be seen.
Yeah. I think everyone does, right?
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like everyone does.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, it's basic and elemental
Yeah.
and profound.